What's up, guys? It's Phantom here today on the Phantom Brawler channel, and today we have a lot of shit to discuss on Kingdom Hearts. Start ranging from Kingdom Hearts 3 news, information, to how many worlds are going to be in here. I basically want to just start a discussion and get some news out just for you guys, and it's a ton of shit that we need to get through. Like, it's a ton. So first, let's go for the more news that hasn't really been reported on, which is pretty much Tetsuya Nomura confident about 2018. This has been discussed by a bunch of Kingdom Hearts YouTubers, but they haven't really talked about it. And of course, all my news is coming from KH13.com. Go give them some love and visit the website. So, Rosario Lopez from DualShocker had a chance to interview Kingdom Hearts series director Tetsuya Nomura only a few days after they revealed the new Kingdom Hearts 3 Toy Story trailer at D23 Expo. Below are some of the highlights of the interview. Nomura stated that he is confident about releasing Kingdom Hearts 3 within the given release window. He talked of planning development process and reiterated why the development of the game had been taking longer than planned. So he's basically very confident about what's going to happen. He knows that 2018 is looking like the year of Kingdom Hearts. There's no way he's going to probably delay it, even though it can be put back. So don't think just because a director is confident that anything can happen in the development of a game. So let's quote him there. In terms of when we decided that it's going to be 2018, I can't say for certain, but we knew that for the start of the project we had determined how long the development period was going to be. We had this goal we set in our planning. We would spend the amount of time, and then our personnel would be increased to such timing plans was already there. But yeah, you get the idea. I'll probably put the screenshot up in the air so you guys can see it on screen. In fact, as stated in GameSpot, there was a decision made by the company to change an external engine, the Unreal Engine 4. In the interview with DualShocker, he stated that the decision was made a whole year of development in Kingdom Hearts 3. He reiterates that the delay was not due to problems with the development team, and that it was not part of making a decision to switch change. The company had to make those decisions, and it didn't work out for the targets that we were hoping to hit. Basically, he's talking about why the development took so long. He said it was mainly Square Enix and like them switching engines multiple times, which pretty much kind of halted the delay of it. So, like, that's pretty much most of the bulk of the interview. I'll leave a link in the description so you can read it yourself. But yeah, we need to get through this. So again, and then we have some more news, which is Tetsuya Nomura discusses attraction flow in Kingdom Hearts 3. Says it'll be a surprise depending on the area. Okay, so he's basically, so if it's in the Toy Story area, you might get that little mini game with the shooting. If it's in a certain area in the world, yeah, you get it. So let's read the article. During an interview with Atomics, Kingdom Hearts series director Tetsuya Nomura discussed the Kingdom Hearts 3 mechanic known as attraction flow. This mechanic has been seen in previous trailers for the game, where Sora can be seen summoning different Disney park theme inspired world, and that he uses in battle. Attraction flow hasn't been seen in the recent trailers, so many fans have been wondering whether it's still in the game. But his interview with Tetsuya Nomura confirmed that it's still a part of it. He said the player can't choose what attraction flow to activate, and that is a different surprise depending on which area you're in. So when you see the signal for the ability is ready, it'll be surprised for finding out what will happen. It's not something you can activate in any area you want. So it's like the bike from Pokemon, essentially, because you can't go on a bike on the inside. So I'm wondering what does he mean by this? Nomura mentioned that Kingdom Hearts 3 will have many options when it comes to attacks, such as the Keyblade transformation, magic, and head-to-head combat. He said attraction flow is another ability in an array of different abilities you can use. So in a way, they don't want to force you to use just one kind of attack. But Nomura said sure that we'll enjoy the attraction flow system, which has glowy and surprising animations, or in other words, a visual compelling presentation in which, without the use of many buttons, you're able to enjoy a visual spectacle on screen. Jesus Christ. We're almost done. So, this is the big piece of news. So, let Disney World and KH3 and KH2, but with more content, Big Hero 6 world development going well. And next info, is on its way. Toy Story World canon to the Toy Story plot. Oh my god, they're still doing this. So, the Kingdom Hearts 3 feature will be included the upcoming weekly issue, and Asterios has posted a summary of highlights online. News team member Din Gojin has translated them as below. The K3 development team had been planning Toy Story World since Kingdom Hearts 2, but had to go through a number of negotiations for it to finally appear on Kingdom Hearts 3. The story in Toy Story World will take place after Toy Story 2. It will follow its canon timeline rather than taking place in the parallel storyline. That's my one thing with these new worlds, is that I kind of like when it takes place with a parallel thing, because they're more creative with that. But hey, it's what they're doing, man. At the beginning of Sora is mistaken for another character from a new game being sold. Writing a robot to fight was an early idea sent in the beginning of development to K3 development team. So I get the little Titanfall thing was actually already being developed. So the number of worlds in K3 are less than in K2, but they will be vast and more content in them. The number of cutscenes in Final Fantasy VII Remake is greater than K3, and they are taking a long to develop. Kingdom Hearts series director Tetsuya Nomura is designing the organization members for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where it was a request that came from an old mentor who used good care of him when he was a newcomer, and he couldn't refuse the request. There are no unannounced titles that Nomura is directing, but he is involved in many. So you guys get the idea. There are 12 Disney World, excluding the original Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts 2, implying the number of Disney Worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3 may be less than 12. So my only gripe not gripe, but my one thing to defend this. What if it's not just Disney World, but they are trying to make Square Enix World and Kingdom Hearts original worlds? That would make a lot more sense than them putting in a bunch of Disney World that aren't really canon to the story, like they did with Kingdom Hearts 2, because a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 worlds you could actually skip. Yeah, in the last piece of news, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear that at the helicopter. So, Tetsuya Nomura discusses Maleficent's role in Kingdom Hearts 3, the possibility of Roxas's return, and more with IGN. Oh boy. Despite the exclusive producer Shinji Hashimoto reassuring, some fans have still been questioning the existence and the future of Kingdom Hearts 2.9, especially after the epilogue of Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, proprietary passage bearing the name 2.9, the first volume. But Nomura dispels that concern, stating the epilogue has already bridged the gap for Kingdom Hearts 3, he said. Of course, the 2.9 first volume narrative does connect to Kingdom Hearts 3. But I understand that there were some speculations about like this going to another 2.9 that's going to come out. But rest assured, it is already the bridge that link's already bridged. So we are now leading up towards Kingdom Hearts 3. So he's saying no more spin-off titles. Everybody, no more spin-off titles. That's all he's saying. And Nomura also talked about some plot points in the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 3. He said that Maleficent and Pete are working separately from the new Organization 13 without conflicting with them or Sora. His statement as follows. So, if you guys don't want to hear this, click off the video now, or like I'll put a timestamp and you guys can skip there because this will be kind of spoilers. So whenever Maleficent and Pete go to a different world, they may interact with some of the villains. Disney villains that exist in the world. They are their own thing. With Maleficent leading the way, they have no sort of cooperation with Organization 13, nor are they conflicting or enemies against those people. Sora is battling 13 darknesses, but Maleficent and Pete are separate from that, so she doesn't necessarily actively poke at Sora or try to bother them. So she's basically just not fucking with them. She doesn't care. She generally just doesn't care. That brings attention if a Heartless and a Nobody can exist at the same time. Then Sora and Roxas exist at the same time. And to do Xemnas is asking Sora, do you intend to utilize the power of darkness? So that kind of narrative we wanted to talk about in this section of the game. So yeah, pretty much that's all that's going on. A lot of this news is like a lot of stuff that talks about the Toy Story trailer and all that, which I'll probably leave in the description below. So thank you guys for watching another Phantom Brawler video. Keep brawling with your bro. And there should be a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play episode either up tonight or tomorrow. And it'll be going on for 3 days, and I'll try to get out as much Kingdom Hearts content as I can. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.